everybody on this Monday. Motivational Monday with me. I'm kind of on a learning curve right now with my GoPro, with my computer, everything, so bear with me. But I just thought, sometimes we all need a little fire to get us going. And so I thought, well, you know what? I can't do a lot of things, but one thing that I can do is try to motivate them. And I hope that this motivates you this week as you're out there thrifting, as you're out there. Maybe I don't want to get up today, and maybe I want to stay in bed a little bit longer. It's too cold. I don't really need to go thrift. Do you think of motivation as a process? We have all these processes and things that we do. What is the process for that? What's the process for that? It is a process, and it's something that causes each one of us to act, to get us going in a direction. It can be, somebody saying something to you. You're not good enough. You've got to play harder. You've got to do more. You're not going to make it. It could be a situation that you're in. Maybe you've lost your job. That'll give you some motivation. You can't pay your bills. Maybe you don't have any food. You've got to do something. So those are motivations as well. About motivation, it made me think of this great basketball player. And everybody usually thinks of Michael Jordan. Not that he's not one of the greatest basketball players, but that's not who I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of Muggsy Bogues. If you haven't ever heard of him, you need to look him up. He motivates. People can also motivate other people just in their actions, the way that they live their life. They can motivate you. So I hope this motivates you today. So Tyrone Curtis Bowes, he went by Muggsy Bogues. He was a man on a mission and a man on fire. Yes, he was. And he played with great motivation. You talk to anybody that ever played with him on a court, and they will say, wow. Nobody could keep up with Muggsy, okay? And he had some motivation. I think motivated him was more of a situation that he grew up in. He had a very hard childhood. He himself was caught a buckshot at the age of 5. He watched a man being beat to death with a bat when he was younger. His dad went to prison by the time Muggsy was 12 years old. So it wasn't a great situation. His family, siblings were all on drugs, and it wasn't a good situation for him. He could have wound up in prison himself, wound up on drugs himself. And it just fascinates me and motivates me to do more when I see people, anyone that has strived so hard to do so good and to give back. So that you would ever talk to that has played with him will tell you what a great man he was only 5'3". He didn't stand a chance playing basketball. That alone, let alone his childhood, his life growing up, everything was against him, but he fought. He was a great fighter. He fought through all those things. He should not have, with the statistics, he should not have graduated from high school, but he did. He had several offers. He had an offer from Virginia, Penn State, and Wake Forest University. And he went on there to graduate. And then I mean, unbelievably 5'3". This guy was drafted in the NBA, and later he was he went into the Hall of Fame at Wake Forest. Received the award in 2001, where he remains their all-time leader in steals and assists. That guy was so fast, and it may have been his size. I don't know. I've watched him in some films, and I mean, these big guys didn't know what was happening. He was that fast. Yeah, he graduated in 1987 from Wake Forest, and then went on to the NBA. He was in the NBA for 12 years and then went on to be a coach. He's since retired. But what a great life. And he gives back to his community and is very thankful for the coaches that he had along the way. It's always people can help you along the way, to encourage you, to coach you, all these different things that we all need along the way as we're growing up. So look up Muggsy, I'm sorry, not Bugsy, Muggsy. And I hope that this motivates you this week as you're out there thrifting, as you're out there, maybe I don't want to get up today, and maybe I want to stay in bed a little bit longer. It's too cold. I don't really need to go thrifting. I don't really need to list today. I listed 50 things yesterday. Do I really need to list today? I don't know. What do you think Muggsy would do? Yeah. Another thing I'd like to end with is there are so many good people out there in the world. But if you can't find one, be one. Until next time, thank you.